G'day there, I'm the developer of Guerrilla War, and this is a little status update on just what I'm doing with the project. So I'm working on the global resistance part of the modification, which is really the largest undertaking of it. And this will be a fairly large overhaul that sort of models the city structures and guard posts and convoys and all of that sort of thing, so you can interact with them directly and sort of have a really good intersection between tactical decisions and strategic decisions. To support that, there needs to be some sort of economy, and that's what I've been working on lately. So all of these strategy assets, so they could be cities, or they could be guard posts, or even havens, and black sites and avatar facilities. And all of these things are built with some sort of an inventory. So if I show that inventory, nothing's going to show for now, but if I speed up the timer and go through up to the next week, we'll start to see some actual activity here. Alright, so that first tick there, that was our first production tick, and I've got it set for weekly at the moment. So when production ticks over, it gets put into inventory. So you can see here we have some supplies and abducted bodies in the main city centre, and that's because of those dastardly gene clinics. And as that builds up, eventually those abducted bodies need to get sent over to a black site. And the way we handle that is by a system called needs and availabilities at the moment. It'll probably end up with a bit more nuance, but for the moment they're quite simple signals. So we have this one, it has a production cycle that needs abducted bodies, and this city has an upkeep cycle that needs provisions or food, and these need to be supplied by the local slum cities, which actually have farms. So these are the needs at the moment. Because everything started out with zeroed out inventories, they won't be satisfied for a little while until the other places develop what's called an availability. So just go back to the inventory and we'll speed up the time. So when the next week comes along, we should end up with a few more supplies in place. Here we go. And so now we're actually ending up with some provisions as well. So you'll see that there for the town here, it's got provisions to 1,050. And we've got a few more abducted bodies. So soon, these abducted bodies should be able to meet some of the demand for this black site, and you'll see that real soon. We'll let the next week tick over. We're going to get interrupted by stuff that I haven't unrigged from the actual main game. But then we'll see it real shortly.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct guerrilla operations to disrupt one of these efforts, but we'll have to choose carefully. We don't have the resources to intercede everywhere.
Alright, so let's keep this going, and we should see a tick over soon that's going to actually send some convoys on the map. Didn't like that. There we go. So we should actually see some convoys now. Here we go. So they're just big old, big green icons for now, and you can see them slowly moving on the map. If I just toggle the inventory, you should be able to see that inventory. So you can see that convoy's made it all the way over to the black site, and then made its delivery. So now that those abducted bodies are there, its production cycle can continue. You notice it consumed a few of those bodies, so it didn't actually, 20 of those bodies went straight into a production cycle. So if we carry on.
Commander, we have a priority message coming through.
Just pass this by.
Tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
Anyway, so we'll just carry on through. If Sorry, just old parts of the game. Not liking what I'm doing to it at the moment, but we'll be able to deal with those. Okay, so there you can see we've produced one avatar vial, and the idea is eventually they will get sent over to the avatar facilities, but we don't have global connections yet, so this region doesn't know about this region and know that this one needs it. If we go into our economic signals, we can start to see a few more things going on. So we've got needs, this still needs abducted bodies, but you can see here the main city no longer needs supplies, needs provisions, because it's been satisfied by other places. But you can see these availabilities, these supplies will eventually end up being ferreted away to some sort of war effort, as such as Advent Forges for creating more units, and then those units will need to be dispatched to man these guard posts and that kind of thing. So that's just a few of the things we're working on. I was hoping to get in the ability to move the Avenger by the time for this demonstration, but that's just proving a little bit harder. So the idea of that is eventually you'll be able to click on this button here and click exactly where you want to move, and the Avenger will make its way over there. For the moment, the best we've got is just being able to move to our various targets. So because everything has proper economic status on the map, you can either try and prevent convoys from reaching it, or just go and deal with the problem directly if you think you can take on the garrison.
Setting course for South Africa.
That said though, that kind of disregards that there will be some sort of intel effort to do these sorts of things, but in the end of the day, it's all about building a more modelled world underneath all of the things that the tactical game is meant to represent, so that there can be more strategic weight to your decisions, but you can also see those decisions carry through to tactical, whether it's the amount of units that have actually been built on the map, actually corresponding to the garrison on the map, or the supplies that are in the convoy are exactly the ones that are being sent to fulfill that economic need. But anyway, that should give you an update of where we're at. We're just going to keep on trucking along with the Geoscape for a little while, mainly modelling the military aspects of it. But hopefully there should be something that you could play, even if it is a little threadbare. Thanks for watching.